Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to start with consumer equilibrium. Before starting with consumer equilibrium, let me tell you what is equilibrium. So equilibrium is a scientific term which means a state of rest और अ पोजीशन ऑफ नो चेंज. मतलब एक स्टिल पोजीशन होती है, जैसे वॉल इज़ ऑलवेज इन इक्विलिब्रियम, कि एक स्टिल पोजीशन होती है उनकी. सो फॉर एग्जांपल इफ़ आई केप्ट अ पेंडुलम इन फ्रंट ऑफ मी और वो एक स्टिल पोजीशन में है, इट मीन्स द पेंडुलम इज़ इन इक्विलिब्रियम. सो हाउ दिस साइंटिफिक टर्म इज़ रिलेटेड टू द इकोनॉमिक टर्म. लेट्स स्टार्ट. सो कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम, कंज्यूमर इज इकोनॉमिक, इक्विलिब्रियम एंड साइंटिफिक. तो ये इकोनॉमिक्स में कैसे है? बिकॉज कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम रेफर्स टू अ सिचुएशन वेयर अ कंज्यूमर इज हैविंग मैक्सिमम सेटिस्फैक्शन with the limited risk income and has no tendency to change his way of existing expenditure. So consumer equilibrium refers to a situation where a consumer is having maximum satisfaction with the limited income. इसका मतलब ये होता है कि हमारे पास जितनी भी इनकम है हम उसको ऐसे वे में यूज़ कर रहे हैं कि हमें मैक्सिमम सेटिस्फैक्शन मिल जाती है, उसको हम कहते हैं पोजीशन ऑफ कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम. फॉर एग्जांपल 40,000 पर मंथ मेरी सैलरी है. अब मैं 40,000 को ऐसे इस वे में यूज़ करूँगी कि मैं मैक्सिमम सेटिस्फाइड हूँ. फॉर एग्जांपल 10,000 इज़ फॉर माई बेसिक नीड्स, 10,000 इज़ फॉर माई बिल्स, 10,000 इज़ फॉर लग्जरी आइटम्स एंड 10,000 इज़ फॉर स्पेंडिंग ऑन फैमिली एंड फ्रेंड्स. तो मैं ऐसे वे में अपनी इनकम यूज़ कर रही हूँ, तो मैं उधर मैक्सिमम सेटिस्फाइड हूँ. तो दिस मीन्स दैट आई एम एट इक्विलिब्रियम. I, a consumer, is at equilibrium because I am maximum satisfied in using my income and that way, and I have no tendency, no thoughts of changing the procedure of how I should use my income. Okay, so we have two methods of measuring consumer equilibrium under the cardinal approach, because we are studying the cardinal approach first and we are having ordinal approach later. So there are two measures of measuring consumer equilibrium under cardinal's approach. First is single commodity, second is two commodities. Okay, so first we are going to talk about the single commodity. So single commodity means a consumer is buying only one product. Like for getting satisfied, he is buying only one product. So consumer is purchasing a single commodity will be at equilibrium when he is buying such a quantity of that commodity which gives him maximum satisfaction. I am having a income of 40,000 and I am buying only one product. For example, I am buying gold. Okay, so मेरा गोल्ड आता है 10,000 का, तो मैं फोर गोल्ड खरीद सकती हूँ उतना. फॉर एग्जांपल 4 रिंग्स खरीद सकती हूँ मैं 10,000 के, एंड माई इनकम विल बी 40,000. मैं वहाँ पर मैक्सिमम सेटिस्फाइड हूँ. मतलब मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है कि मैं 4 रिंग्स खरीद सकती हूँ अपनी इनकम से. तो मैं एक कमोडिटी की इतनी क्वांटिटी खरीद रही हूँ कि आई एम मैक्सिमम सेटिस्फाइड. दैट्स द पॉइंट वेयर अ कंज्यूमर इज एट इक्विलिब्रियम इन अ सिंगल कमोडिटी केस. सो in this mathematical we say that MUX is equal to PX, that is the marginal utility of commodity X is equal to the commodity of X. So this is the equilibrium condition in case of single commodity. Disequilibrium conditions when MUX is not equal to PX. For example, when marginal utility of product X is greater than the price of product X, the consumer is not in equilibrium because he goes on buying because benefit is greater than the cost. Your benefit is greater than the cost. Benefit, that is the marginal utility, is greater than your price. अब हमें इसको equal करना है. अब according to law of diminishing marginal utility, as we keep on consuming more and more quantity of a product, the marginal utility keeps on decreasing. तो यहाँ पर हमारी marginal utility प्राइस से ज़्यादा है, हमें इसको इक्वल करने के लिए मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी को कम करना पड़ेगा. हम उस चीज़ की, उस एक कमोडिटी की इतनी कंजम्पशन कर लेंगे कि उसकी मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी कम होती रहेगी अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ ऑफ डिमिनिशिंग मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी. So the first disequilibrium case is that when the marginal utility of commodity X is greater than the price of good X. So here the benefit of the commodity X is greater than the cost of X. The benefit here refers to the marginal utility of commodity X. So for making this condition a equilibrium condition, the consumer will buy more and more quantity of that commodity X so that the marginal utility of commodity X falls, and according to the law of diminishing marginal utility, and then the consumer will be at equilibrium condition. The second case is this: when marginal utility of commodity X is less than the price of commodity X. Now the consumer is not at equilibrium here also, because here the cost is greater than the benefit. So he has to reduce the consumption of X. Now the marginal utility is less than the price of the commodity X. So in order to increase the marginal utility of commodity X, we will buy less quantity of commodity X. We will consume less quantity. अगर हम less quantity consume करेंगे, हमारे अकॉर्डिंग वाइसा वर्सा लॉ ऑफ डिमिनिशिंग मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी यहाँ लगेगा कि जितना हम कम बाय करेंगे उतनी हमारी मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी उस प्रोडक्ट की बढ़ेगी, और अगर हमारी मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी बढ़ती है तो दिस इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन विल आल्सो बी एट द इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन. देयरफॉर to covering this disequilibrium, to converting this disequilibrium condition into equilibrium condition, we will consume less of commodity X in order to raise its total satisfaction till the mu becomes equal to the price. Now the equilibrium condition. A consumer in consumption of a single commodity will be at equilibrium when the marginal utility of product X will be equal to the price of good X. Here's a diagram, a combined diagram of this whole single commodity case. So we have the price of commodity X fixed here and the marginal utility here. So marginal utility and price has been this diagram has been made according to a schedule. You can either make a schedule or either directly make a diagram, it hardly matters. So the price of commodity is fixed and the marginal utility fixed, where the price of the commodity and marginal utility is equal. That is where both these lines intersect. It's called the consumer equilibrium point, where MUX is equal to the price of X. So where MU is 0, we stated as a point of staticity. So अच्छे से mention करके diagrams बनाने होते हैं. Here we having on the y-axis we having marginal utility and price of commodity X, and on x-axis we have units of commodity. So this was the combined diagram for the consumer equilibrium in the case of single commodity. We have studied the two disequilibrium conditions, and one how to convert that disequilibrium conditions into equilibrium conditions. Now second we have the consumer equilibrium in case of two commodities. So according to law of equimarginal utility, so this law is not very important, so you have to learn it in two commodity case only. Basically law of equimarginal utility is based on law of diminishing marginal utility. All the assumptions of the latter also applies to the former. Okay, so all the assumptions of diminishing marginal utility also applies to the law of equimarginal utility. So consumer gets maximum satisfaction when the ratios mu of two commodities and their respective prices are equal, and mu falls at okay. तो ये हमारा क्या करता है, हम इक्विलिब्रियम पे है जब the ratios of MUs of two and respective prices are equal. जब ये हो जाएगा, ये कंडीशन हमारी सेटिस्फाई हो जाएगी, तब हम कहेंगे कि हम कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम में है इन टू कमोडिटी केस. So the marginal utility of good X and the marginal utility of good Y, price of X and price of Y. So the two very important conditions are the ratio of MU to price is same in the case of both the cases. मतलब PX is equal to PY होगा और MUX is equal to MUY होगा. mu falls as the consumption increases. If mu doesn't fall as consumption increases, the consumer will end up buying only one good, which is unrealistic, and consumer will never reach the equilibrium point. सो अगर एम यू हमारा फॉल नहीं होगा, हमारी कंजम्पशन इंक्रीज नहीं होगी अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ ऑफ डिमिनिशिंग मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी, सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट आर एम यू फॉल्स. What happens when these are not equal, that is disequilibrium conditions? So the first disequilibrium condition is MUX upon PX is greater than MU upon PY. Consumer getting MU of good X is greater than the MU of good Y. He will buy more of X and less of Y. This will lead to fall in MUX and rise of MUY. The consumer will continue to buy more of X till MUX upon PX is equal to MUY and PY. MUX is greater than PX, मतलब जो मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी है प्रोडक्ट X की वो बड़ी है मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ प्रोडक्ट Y से. So again we are applying law of diminishing marginal utility, that as we keep on consuming more and more quantity of a good, its marginal utility keeps on decreasing. Here the marginal utility of commodity X is greater than, so in order to make it equal to the marginal utility of good Y, we have to consume more and more quantity of good X in order to decrease its marginal utility until the marginal utility of good X upon price of X should be equal to marginal utility of good Y upon the price of Y. Similarly, in the second case, when MUY is greater than MUY upon PY is greater than MUX upon PX, the consumer will buy more and more quantity of good Y in order to decrease its marginal utility according to the law of diminishing marginal utility, which says when we keep on consuming more and more quantity of a product, the marginal utility keeps on decreasing. So according to this law, here we will consume more of good Y and less of good X until the consumer reach the equilibrium condition. I hope you understand this, the consumer equilibrium under cardinal approach. So tomorrow we are going to start with the consumer equilibrium according to the ordinal approach, and hopefully we'll complete chapter 2 also. Thanks for watching.